I'm Haruki Tachibana, a 20-year-old company employee working overtime again today. Single Tachibana is working overtime again today, huh? Must be nice being single. No one to worry about. That's Katsuki-senpai, 2 years older than me. He loves teasing me for working overtime every day. I'm tired of it, so I just brush it off, but that seems to annoy him even more. And lately, he's been even more persistent. You're so dull. No one's ever going to pay attention to you, huh? Well, that's why I'm focusing on work while I can. Back in college, I was serious about marrying a woman I was dating, but right before graduation, I found out she was cheating on me, and we broke up. I've been single ever since, throwing myself into work to ease the pain. Before I knew it, over 3 years had passed without a girlfriend. That's probably why people started teasing me about it after hearing my story at drinking parties. Tachibana, should I ask my girlfriend if she knows any leftover women for you? She's hot, so she would probably introduce you to someone decent. I don't think I'm leftover, but that's not a great way to put it, is it? I tried to counter him, but Katsuki-senpai wasn't about to reflect or acknowledge my point. My words were ignored as usual. Hey, let me show you some pictures of my ex-girlfriends. You're lucky to see them. I didn't ask for that. He showed his phone in my face, so I reluctantly looked at the screen, smiling awkwardly. When you're like me, you can get girls at this level anytime. He continued scrolling through photos of him with various women. As he said, there were quite a few. They were all beautiful, but really flashy. I guess Katsuki-senpai likes that kind of glamorous woman. The women Katsuki-senpai showed off were all dressed in brand name clothes, with perfect nails and makeup. There's no way you'd ever date someone like this. You wouldn't even get their attention. Yeah, they're way out of my league. Man, I'm struggling with my girlfriend's jealousy. You don't know how lucky you are. Katsuki-senpai grinned down at me, clearly feeling superior. The days of Katsuki-senpai bragging about his success with women continued, leaving me fed up. Even though it was the busy season and most employees were staying late, Katsuki-senpai was the same as ever. Hey, Tachibana, you're not busy, right? Take care of this for me. I, actually have my hands full with my own work. That's your problem. Just shut up and do it. I'm not like you. I've got important stuff to do. I was already trying to finish my work quickly, but with the extra tasks dumped on me, I was completely exhausted. One day, I was wandering aimlessly through the city. No girlfriend, living alone, and no particular hobbies. I happened to pass by a pet shop. Through the glass, I locked eyes with a chihuahua. This one's pretty big, and priced a lot lower than the others. I guess it hasn't found a family and has grown up in a shop. That chihuahua kept staring at me, and for some reason, I couldn't move from that spot. Before I knew it, I was stepping into the pet shop. Here we are. This is your home starting today. The chihuahua peeked nervously from inside the cage. When I spoke gently, it whined softly and nudged its nose toward me. Are you scared? It's okay. Take your time to get used to it. When I was young, my family had a chihuahua that looked just like this one. We had to say goodbye when I was in high school, and I thought I would never own another dog. But meeting this little one made me want to give it a home again. Nice to meet you. Your name will be... Kinako. Your fur is the color of roasted soybean flour, like Kinako, and it looks delicious. Kinako, who had come out of the cage on her own, jumped into my arms and happily licked my cheek. You're so cute. Thanks for coming into my life. I feel like my heart is already healing thanks to you. I could feel my tired heart being soothed by Kinako. Hey, Tachibana-senpai, do you have a dog? It was during a break at work. I had set up a pet camera a few days ago and was checking in on Kinako when my junior colleague spoke to me. Yeah, I kind of fell in love at first sight. She's so cute and such a comfort to me now. That's nice! I've always wanted to be your dog ever since I joined the company! Whoa. Stop saying weird stuff like that. Inukawa is a ear behind me and looks up to me. I guess he's the puppy dog type. Keeping a dog? Won't that just make it even harder for you to find a girlfriend or get married? Or what? Are you giving up on humans and sticking to dogs that won't talk back? Katsuki-senpai had apparently overheard our conversation and started taking shots at me again, finding it amusing. Please don't say things like that. Dogs have their own feelings too. I was about to snap back when... Don't underestimate dogs, Katsuki-senpai! Gone was his usual cute smile. Inukawa growled like a guard dog, glaring at Katsuki-senpai. Why are you getting so worked up? You're like a dog yourself. No, I'm Tachibana-senpai's dog. Creepy. Hey Inukawa, stop it already. Katsuki-senpai's teasing didn't stop, but I didn't mind anymore. As long as I had Kinako waiting at home, all the negativity melted away. I even found myself more motivated at work, focusing on finishing early so I could spend more time with her. Thanks to the efficiency you've implemented, it's easier to get work done, Tachibana-kun. Everyone's working less overtime. They're all grateful to you, Tachibana-kun. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep doing my best. Damn it, he's getting too full of himself just because he's good at his job. Alright, Kinako, the weather's nice, so let's go for a longer walk today. On my next day off, I decided to take Kinako for a walk to a park in the next town over. It had been too hot for long walks until recently, but now the weather was perfect. Kinako seemed excited by the new route, and her energy lifted my spirits, making me forget how tired I was. When we arrived at our destination, I found that the park had a large dog run, perfect for dog lovers. Kinako was a bit overwhelmed by the number of dogs, but was still curiously looking around. You're really shy, huh? I'm shy too, but you don't have to take after me in that. Okay, take it easy. Let's go find a quieter spot. Kinako, are you okay? Out of nowhere, a small white puppy jumped on Kinako and started playfully attacking her. While Kinako was a little confused, I couldn't help but smile at the heartwarming scene.
Oh no! Omochi! Bad dog! I'm so sorry. My little one must have caused trouble.
I picked up the white dog just as a flustered woman, presumably the owner, ran over to apologize. Whoa, she's beautiful.
Thank you for catching him. I looked away for just a second and he ran off.
She bowed her head deeply in thanks, and I smiled at her. It's no problem. Your dog is so cute and white as snow.
Thank you. I just adopted him recently from a friend. He's full of energy.
Huh? Kinako, that's unusual. You've been hiding behind me this whole time. Do you want to make friends with Omochi? Kinako's behavior became the spark for us to let them play together for a while.
They're really enjoying themselves. Thank you for letting them play together.
No, thank you. Is Omochi a Chihuahua? It's rare to see such a pure white one, isn't it?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure of the breed. They think he's probably a Chihuahua and Maltese mix? He's a rescue. My friend's child found him abandoned, so I took him in.
Whoa, people can be so cruel. Unfortunately, both pets abandoned by their owners and those left unsold at pet shops often face harsh, tragic outcomes. Kinako was one of the pets that stayed too long at the pet shop and was almost put down. Not that it's the reason, but if you don't mind, could we let Omochi and Kinako play again sometime? Watching these two play together, even though they come from different backgrounds, I just want to make them both happy.
Of course! I want to make Omochi as happy as possible too, despite his difficult past.
Her name is Ayako Minagawa. Sharing this common desire, we exchanged contact info and made plans to meet again. After that, we started keeping in touch regularly and going on walks together. Ayako works from home, so she takes longer walks at night to get some exercise.
Minagawa-san, you seem a little down today. Everything okay?
Actually, ever since I adopted Omochi, people keep saying it's going to delay my chances of getting married. It's not like I've had a partner anyway, so maybe they're right.
Ugh, I get that all the time too. It's so annoying, isn't it?
Of course, having a partner or getting married brings happiness that only comes with that life. But I'm happy with my life with Kinako. And besides, if not for her, I wouldn't have met someone as wonderful as you.
Tachibana-san, you're right. Without Omochi and Kinako, we wouldn't have become friends.
It must be fate, right? Without these two, our lives might never have crossed paths.
That's why I make sure to thank Kinako every day. Is that weird?
Not at all. I think it's wonderful that you feel that way, Tachibana-san.
I used to feel anxious whenever people talked about marriage being delayed, but I feel like I've moved past that now. And it's all thanks to Omochi and Kinako. Thank you so much. Omochi, thank you for staying with me. And Kinako too. Woof, woof.
I'm so glad Minagawa-san is smiling again. As we spent more time together, we started talking about everything. We've grown closer, and now we're even calling each other by our first names. By the way, Ayako, you work from home, right?
Yes, I used to go to an office, but I got worn out by the workplace relationships.
Relationships can be tough. I've got a senior at work who's, well, we don't exactly get along.
Really? Even you, Haruki? What kind of person are they?
I told her about Katsuki-senpai, keeping the details vague.
What a terrible person. How could they not see how hard you work? I don't understand.
Watching Ayako puff up her cheeks and get angry on my behalf made me feel a little guilty for being happy about it.
Actually, when I was living with my parents, there was a guy in the neighborhood, an old childhood friend. We weren't close, but he always bragged about his relationships with women. He sounds just like your senior.
It seems that her harassment by this guy is why Ayako changed jobs and moved out of her parents' house.
My parents kept asking when I'll get married. I know they're just worried, but it's a lot of pressure. I thought I'd feel better after moving out, but that hasn't really changed. He still contacts me every day, especially around my birthday every year.
As she got older, I imagine her birthday became more of a burden than a celebration. Ayako, would you let me celebrate your birthday with you this year?
What? Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't want to trouble you.
I know. I just want to do this. It doesn't even have to be on the day. Whenever you're free. What do you say? Ayako laughed and accepted my offer with a smile. I just want Ayako to have a happy birthday this year. If possible, I want to be the one who makes her smile. On the day of her date, I went to work wearing a nicer suit than usual. I would really rather go home and change, but I don't want to be late. I'm definitely not working overtime today. I focused on my work, excited for my dinner with Ayako after work. Hey Tachibana, you're really dressed up today. Perfect timing. I've got a group date tonight. You should come along, since you're single and your marriage prospects are looking bleak. Sorry, I've already got plans tonight. I firmly declined Katsuki-senpai's offer, but after work, he pestered me again as I left the office. I tried to shake him off, but by then, I had already reached a meeting spot. You're seriously turning me down? No wonder you're going to stay single forever. Just 10 minutes until she arrives. I'm really sorry. I've got important plans today. Besides, I'm not good at group dates anyway. I wish Katsuki-senpai would leave before Ayako arrived, but it didn't seem like he was going to leave easily.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ayako showed up, looking different than usual, and I couldn't help but feel a little nervous. I wasn't waiting at all. You look really beautiful today, Ayako.
Do you really think so? I'm glad I put some effort into my outfit.
She dressed up for me. I'm so happy. In that moment, I forgot all about Katsuki-senpai, but Ayako glared sharply at him.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. This is my senior at work. I've turned him down several times, but he keeps insisting I come to a group date.
I see. So you're the one harassing Haruki-san and trying to show off, aren't you?
No, you've got it wrong. I was just worried about him because he doesn't get any dates, that's all. For some reason, Katsuki-senpai started to panic under Ayako's glare. What exactly was their relationship? Ayako, do you know him?
He's the guy I told you about before. The childhood friend who wouldn't leave me alone.
Wait, that was Katsuki-senpai? I wasn't harassing you. I've always liked you, Ayako, ever since we were kids. Oh, didn't you say you had a group date tonight? And can't you see that Ayako doesn't want to be around you? Huh? What do you care? Shut up, Mr. No Girlfriend. Ayako had told me about this guy a while back. Hey, Ayako, let's go on a date. Normally, I only hang out with professional women, but I'll make an exception for you. I'll spoil you, promise.
Stop following me.
Professional women? When I heard that, I thought it sounds like Katsuki-senpai, and I guess I was right.
You say you only date professionals, but it sounds more like you can't get anyone else. That's not really a girlfriend, is it? Are you sure you're actually dating anyone?
What? Of course I have a girlfriend. She messages me every morning, and we hang out on weekends.
She just wants you to visit her at work, right? For someone who's supposedly great with women, you sure don't get it, do you?
Katsuki-senpai's face twisted in frustration at Ayako's words. His desperate expression said it all. Huh? You're saying I'm just a customer? If you're so sure, then how about we go out once? I'll show you how great I am.
Enough already. I never want to go out with a delusional guy like you. I'd rather be with someone like Haruki who's kind and considerate of others.
Ayako, why? I've always... Katsuki-senpai's face twisted in frustration as Ayako, the woman he liked, completely rejected him. He glared at me, seething with jealousy. Why does a guy like you, who's only good at work, get to win over someone like me? That was the reason he hated me. It was all just jealousy because I was better at my job.
Hey, Katsuki! What are you doing here?
The woman Katsuki-senpai had been boasting about suddenly clung to him. Wait, isn't this the woman he showed me a picture of, saying she was his girlfriend? What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm going to work, you know that, right? You said you'd bring your friends to visit me.
It turns out she was a hostess from a bar in the entertainment district, and she was getting very cozy with Katsuki-senpai. No, I'm not. Michi?
Mitsuchi. Katsuki Michi-sara, aka Mitsuchi. He drops by my club every weekend and treats me so well.
I saw a picture of you before. He told me you were his girlfriend. Hey, cut it out, Tachibana!
Oh, really? Mitsuki said I was his girlfriend? No way! I never agreed to that. I know you've got other girls you like at other clubs too, Mitsuki. But if you want me to be your girlfriend, you'll have to spend more money on me.
Whether she knew it or not, the hostess revealed everything about Katsuki-senpai's situation and laughed it off. In other words, Katsuki-senpai's bragging about his girlfriends had all been about his interactions with hostesses trying to get business from him. What the hell is going on? While I stood there stunned, someone tapped me on the shoulder. Tachibana-senpai, Katsuki-senpai's a sad man, isn't he? He tried to brag about his success with women, but it was all fake. It's worse than being bitten by a dog. Inukawa, how long have you been here? Apparently, Inukawa and some of his peers had come by to meet up for a gathering and had witnessed the whole scene. As a result, Katsuki-senpai's true colors were revealed to several people from her company. By the time I got to work on Monday, Katsuki-senpai's story had already spread throughout the office.
Hey, did you hear? Katsuki-san thought a hostess was his girlfriend. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, but I guess that's what those women are there for, right? Poor guy.
I really am popular! I can get real women if I wanted! He's still going on about it. Unable to let go of his pride, Katsuki-senpai couldn't handle the situation any longer and soon disappeared from the company. Damn it! I'll show them! I'll definitely score at the next group date! Katsuki-senpai was still wandering around, determined to find a girlfriend. What the hell is with this dog? As Ayako and I walked our dogs, Omochi and Kinako suddenly ran after Katsuki-senpai, barking furiously. We decided to pretend not to notice for a while. As for me, I rushed to the restaurant where we had our dinner reservation. We barely made it in time, and when we arrived, we were both out of breath, just like during our walks. We couldn't help but laugh. Ayako, meeting you and your dog has brought me so much joy, and before I knew it, I found comfort in your presence as well. You have a beautiful smile, and you're kind. I've fallen for you. Will you be my girlfriend?
Of course.
We started dating and soon moved in together. A year later, we got married. We've grown close to Ayako's parents who were worried about her, and now we live a happy life with our 2 dogs.
Let's all be happy together, Haruki, Omochi, Kinako.
Someone once said that having someone to care for makes you stronger. Maybe it's not just about being strong for that person, but also about finding strength in their love. I'm so glad you're safe. In everyday life, there aren't many moments when you truly realize the possibility of losing someone dear to you. You think it's natural that someone important will always be in your tomorrow, but then you're reminded that it isn't so. I, Daito Akashi, who will turn 30 this year, hugged my fiancée Reika Karuma in the hospital. Reika had contacted me while I was out for work, and I rushed over as quickly as I could.
Righto, I'm okay. It was just a scratch.
Apparently, she was almost hit by a car that ran a red light, and was saved by a stranger who happened to be there. It'll be terrible if something happens so close to the wedding, wouldn't it?
It's okay, really. I was saved.
Reika kept repeating that she was fine, but her expression was somewhat dark, probably because she was still scared. I can't thank the person who saved you enough. Did you get their contact info? I'd like to thank them too.
No, they said they had a flight to catch, so they left in a hurry. I couldn't get their contact information.
I see. If that's the case, then it can't be helped. Reika, once we're married, I'll always protect you. I promise.
Thank you, Raito.
I was just so relieved that Reika was safe that I didn't notice how strange she was acting at that moment. And then, finally, the wedding day arrived. I was at the venue, feeling a mix of nervousness and happiness. Granny, can you see everything clearly?
Oh yes, I can see you clearly, Raito. You look more handsome than ever today. Reika-san looks so beautiful too. I'm so happy to be able to see this. I'm so grateful.
My grandma, Hanae, smiled happily on the screen. My grandmother has trouble with her legs, making long outings and travel difficult, so she's attending remotely. Granny, thank you for raising me up to this day. My parents died in a car accident when I was still in elementary school. Since then, my grandmother in the countryside raised me. I lived with her until I started living with Reika.
Raito, it's me who should be thanking you. Thanks to you and Togo, I've had a truly joyful life.
I also have a younger brother, Togo, who is 2 years younger than me. He couldn't attend because he's working overseas. Originally, he planned to attend remotely like my grandmother, but about a month ago, he told me that even that would be difficult. The ceremony started without a hitch, and as the priest prompted us, we exchanged wedding rings. Reika, why do you look so down? Are you feeling sick?
Huh? No. It's nothing. I'm just a little nervous.
6 months ago, since the day of the accident, Reika started to show a clouded expression from time to time. And today's no different. Since that day, it's like she's become a different person. We're going to live our lives together from now on. No matter what happens, I'll always be by Reika's side. Wait! Oh, what is this déjà vu? It's like a scene from some drama, a worn-out cliché. A man throws open the doors, grabbing everyone's attention, and then he'll take the bride away from me. My mind is oddly calm as I imagine such a plot, but when I focus my eyes, I see that the man is someone unexpected. What, Togo? Why are you here? You're supposed to be overseas. As he walked down the aisle toward us, I couldn't comprehend the situation. He was supposed to be overseas. Brother, I'm sorry. Please, let me have her. What? What are you talking about? You've never even met her, right? You were overseas, so... The only one who met her was her grandmother. I never had the chance to introduce her to my brother directly, because he was always busy with work. We met by chance half a year ago. I'm the one who saved her from that car that ran the red light. We've been in touch ever since. I fell for her, and I only found out later that she was your fiancé. I tried to give up, but I just couldn't, because we're destined to be together.
Raito, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Ever since that day,
Togo fell for Reika as they kept in touch, and Reika fell for him right after he saved her that day. She didn't tell me the contact info of the person who saved her that day, because she didn't want me to know. Naturally, we couldn't continue with the wedding after that, and it turned into a disastrous day. It's been a few days since then. I've been getting calls every day from my friends who attended in place of my family. I'm sorry for making you worry. All I could do was reply mechanically to their messages. My heart was on the verge of breaking. Still, I packed up and left the house where I had lived with Reika, and I sent her belongings to my brother in America as much as I could. I can finally go back to Granny's place. My grandmother, who was supposed to be watching her wedding remotely, I'm sure she's worried sick. Instead of repaying her, I've only caused her more worry. What am I doing? The thought of disappearing just crossed my mind. At that moment... Huh? A woman standing on the station platform. In the clear blue sky, she slowly began to fall onto the tracks. The scene played out in slow motion, and I gasped. At this rate, she... Even though the worst-case scenario crossed my mind, I was oddly calm, having just been thinking about something similar myself. And then... Before I knew it, I had reached out and grabbed her hand. Her slightly widened eyes were strikingly blue and clear, as if they could pull you in. It's dangerous. The woman said nothing. I led her by the hand and sat her down on a bench on the platform. We watched several trains pass by without saying a word, just sitting side by side. Then her phone rang, and after a moment of hesitation, she answered.
Hello, Dad? Yeah, I'm alone.
It's probably her father on the other end. She spoke in a quiet, gentle voice.
Dad, I'm sorry. He's going to marry someone else.
Her words, though spoken to a stranger, stirred something in my chest. I couldn't help but think, she's just like me. After finishing the call, she let out a small sigh. Without realizing it, I started talking while still looking at the sky. My fiancé chose someone else and left me too. She frowned slightly as she looked at me. It seemed she didn't believe me.
What? A new kind of sympathy scam? You shouldn't lie about something like that.
I wish it was a lie, but she left me in the middle of her wedding. It's the truth.
I see. Sorry for accusing you of lying.
We're alike, aren't we?
Yeah, but your story is more intense.
It's not about whose situation is worse. Everyone's carrying their own burdens, trying their best to live.
You're strange.
Maybe. I'm Raito Akashi. What's your name?
Rinne Hado.
Finally, I got to hear her name. It made me strangely happy, and I stood up, extending my hand to her. Rinne-san, would you mind keeping me company for a bit? I think it's fate that we met here.
Huh? Where to?
To my granny's place. Now that the wedding is over, I'm finally heading home today. But I'm scared to go back alone. She raised her eyebrows slightly and smiled a little. The light in her once blank eyes seemed to return, just a little.
Righto. I'm so glad you're back.
When we arrived at my grandmother's house, she must have sensed my return because she hurried out to greet me. Granny, I'm sorry I'm so late.
It's okay. Just seeing your face, righto. That's enough for me. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, Granny. Sorry for worrying you. When I smiled, my grandmother noticed Rinne and smiled warmly.
Is she a friend of yours? It's good to see you. No,
Granny, this is Rinne-san. I happened to meet her at the station on the way home. She lives with her father.
I see. Make yourself at home. It's not much, but it's a good place for self-reflection. Thank you very much.
Before dinner, I told my grandmother that I would go to the nearby sea, and I brought Rinne-san to the beach at sunset.
You can't stand to see others in pain, yet you smile as if you're fine yourself.
You hit the nail on the head. I don't want to make Granny sad. I'm sure she knows that I'm at my limit. She probably realizes I'm putting on a brave face, but she doesn't say anything.
She's a kind grandmother.
We walked along the beach for a while, listening to the sound of the waves. Then, I quietly began to speak. Actually, the one who took my fiancée from me was my brother.
What?
It's shocking, right? I'm sure Granny, who was watching the wedding remotely, was also deeply hurt. Our parents died in a car accident when we were still in elementary school, and since then, Granny has been like a parent to us. We both loved her so much. I'm sure my brother feels the same way. I want to repay Granny for everything she's done for us. The last thing I want is to make her sad.
Then what about you?
Huh?
Are you just going to bottle up your sadness and keep living like that? I couldn't do that. Even though I received compensation, it doesn't heal the wounds in my heart.
Rinne-san was right. I laughed softly and looked at her. Yeah, I also received compensation from her family, and my brother transferred some money to me yesterday. But the fact that something precious was taken from my life won't change. Of course, I'm not okay with it. Our hearts are on the edge. Our emotions are overflowing, leaving no room for happiness. It's like a glass of water about to overflow. I remember hearing a story like that from Granny when I was little. Hey, I have a suggestion. It might be cliché, but how about we scream into the ocean? Suddenly, Rinne-san's eyes lit up at my suggestion. Then... Rinne-san, what's with that sound?
Why? You said it could be anything. Pwee! Come on, Raitoku, you too. Wait, what was that?
You wanna talk? My throat hurt from shouting into the ocean with all my might. My chest ached. Before I knew it, we were laughing while crying. This is amazing. I feel like the emotions built up in my heart are slowly starting to fade.
Yeah, I feel refreshed too. Hey, can I come back here to visit again?
Of course. Next time, bring your father along too. Granny and I will be waiting. After that, I had dinner with my grandmother and Rinne-san, and then I took her home. Meanwhile, my brother Togo, who had returned to America, and my ex-fiancée Reika.
Togo-kun, I knew you'd come to get me. Let's cherish this fate together.
Yeah, sure. Reika was thrilled by fate and savoring her intense love, but Togo's expression was far from happy. But I had no way of knowing what was going on in Togo's mind. How's your father's health lately? It's been 3 months since then. Rinne-san and I had become regular companions. Shortly after we met, I invited Rinne-san's father to Granny's house, and since then, our families had grown close. Her father is a bit frail and often ill. I heard he's an executive at a famous trading company, but his health has been unstable for the past few years, so he had taken a leave of absence from work.
Yeah, recently my father's been getting better and better. He's always looking forward to seeing Granny. Granny teaches me how to cook, and she knows so much. I love her too. Once I can make the miso soup Granny taught me how to make, I want to cook it for you, right, Okun?
I could tell that the walls around her heart, which I had sensed when we first met, were slowly breaking down. Her eyes sparkled as she looked at me, and I was relieved to see her getting better. But then... Rine! I knew it was you! A man I didn't recognize grabbed Rine-san's hand. Seeing the smirk on his face, the light in Rine-san's eyes faded once again. Is that your new guy? Whoa, you sure got over it quickly after all that crying.
You don't get to say that after cheating on me. You're marrying someone else, so it doesn't matter, does it?
From her words, I could tell who he was. It seemed that he was Rina-san's ex-fiancé. Hey, what are you doing? Let go of her. Huh? What's your problem? Don't get in the way. That's my line. Rina-san and I are on a date right now. We weren't actually on a date, but I figured this much bravado would be forgivable as I glared back at him. I just happened to see Rine with some guy and, well, it made me feel a little regretful, you know? I mean, look at her. She's got a pretty face, right? I don't like the idea of her being with another man. You've got some nerve saying that. Didn't you choose someone else to marry? Apparently, the woman he left her for was an old girlfriend from his school days, and seeing her with another man annoyed him too much to bear. Besides, you're the one at fault here, Rine. When I went to meet her parents, I was shocked. Her dad looked like he was on the verge of needing care. Yes, when the ex-fiancé came to Rina's house to meet her parents, her father happened to be unwell. Seeing that, the man hesitated to marry Rina. But if you think about it, he could kick the bucket any day now. If that happens, it wouldn't be a problem.
Shut up. Don't say another word. I'm not getting back with someone who'd talk like that about my father. My father raised me by himself. He's not someone you can insult.
So that's how it was.
Dad!
Standing there was Rina's father, just back from work. He was dressed in a suit, looking dignified. You mean to tell me you left my daughter because of me? So, she was hurt because of me. Sir, why are you in a suit? Weren't you unwell? You have no right to call me sir. Rina's father, who had been struggling with illness, met my grandmother, who helped him change his diet and lifestyle, and gradually, his health improved.
Oh, I didn't do anything special. But meeting you and changing your diet has changed your health. Health comes first, after all.
Apparently, the vegetables and food that Granny prepared suited his constitution. Food really is profound. He has since returned to work after taking a temporary leave of absence. Now, he's focused on his job again. My daughter is more precious to me than my own life. I won't let a man like you have her. Leave now. I'm sorry. With a voice that resonated in his gut, the man was terrified and fled in disgrace. Then, the three of us headed back to Granny's house.
Stop with that nonsense.
Granny? Granny's loud voice echoed, and we all looked at each other. We rushed to Granny's side, and there we found someone unexpected. Reika? Why are you here?
Raito, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't forget you.
What are you saying, Reika? You were supposed to be happy with Togo, weren't you?
That was just a fleeting emotion from the accident. I didn't know Togo-san was your brother, and by the time I realized it, I couldn't stop my feeling for him.
Togo isn't like that, right? He took you from the wedding. He wouldn't do that lightly. It's not that I didn't feel any resentment towards my brother, but I had always lived as Togo's older brother. Brother, I want to go overseas. I want to study a lot in America. Togo told me that when he was still a first year in high school. and I was in my 3rd year. I see. That's your dream, Togo? Then you have to make it come true. Ever since our parents died when we were in elementary school, Togo and I have supported each other. I decided to start working right after high school, using all of our parents' inheritance to cover Togo's tuition and living expenses at an overseas university. I had no regrets. Togo's happiness was my happiness. I never doubted that. Togo and Reika met half a year ago. It was the day Togo was returning to America after a visit home. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you so much.
Togo had returned after several years to coincide with her parents' death anniversary, when he happened to save Reika from an accident. I hadn't had a chance to introduce Reika to him during his visit, because of his busy work schedule. I figured I would introduce him someday. Little did I know they would meet like this and be so drawn to each other. You said it was fate. You both said that on that day.
I know, but I was wrong. Being apart from you made me realize it. I have too many happy memories with you.
Stop. You're only acting on your own selfish feelings, hurting everyone around you without even realizing it. I'm happy now. I'm moving forward. And now, you want to go back to how things were? You've already thrown my life into chaos, and now you want to take it all back? Don't be ridiculous. That's not how this works. Brother. Huh? Togo? You came back? My brother Togo arrived, probably chasing after Reika back to Japan. Brother, I'm sorry. You've always wished for my happiness, but I took your happiness away from you. Togo fell in love with Reika, not knowing she was my fiancée. Reika-san, you're the only one for me. Will you? Come live with me in America? Togo's feelings grew to the point where he proposed to her, not knowing she was already engaged to someone else.
Togo-kun, actually,
Huh? I had no idea you were brother's fiancé. I'm sorry. I can't destroy brother's happiness.
Why not? We're destined to be together, right? Take me away from the wedding. He's so kind. He'll forgive us, I'm sure.
That's... Togo found out the truth a week before our wedding. By then, it was too late to back out.
Togo-kun, I'm sorry. I want to go back to America with you after all.
Reika probably thought Togo had come back to Japan to pursue her. She hurried toward him. She likely realized that getting back together with me was impossible, so she decided to return to Togo. I didn't come to Japan to chase after you. I came to apologize to brother and granny. I did truly love you, and I believed in fate, but you were just confused in the heat of the moment, weren't you?
That's not... Reika Karuma, you hurt both of my precious grandsons and threw their lives into turmoil. Get out of here. I'll never forgive you as long as I live. Don't ever show your face around here again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And so, Reika Karuma left, her shoulders slumped, walking away in defeat. After that, my brother Togo got a severe scolding from Granny.
What on earth were you thinking? Raito has lived his life for you, don't you know that? He's the kind of person who's willing to become the soil for you, his brother, to bloom into a beautiful flower. That's the kind of person he is. Do you understand that?
Yes, Granny. I really regret it. Brother, I'm so sorry. Since then, Togo hasn't returned home for years. He probably feels too ashamed to face me or Granny. As for Reika Karuma, after running off with another man at the wedding, her parents disowned her. She had quit her job to move to America, but her job hunt didn't go well. One day, while crossing a red light carelessly, she was hit by a car. She sustained a serious injury that required 3 months of hospitalization.
Someone, please help me.
She's now unable to return to society and is living off her savings. Soon after, I married Rina-san. We decided to live together at Granny's house, and her father moved in with us. Hanai-san, should I put this fertilizer here?
Oh yes, that's right. Thank you. My legs aren't what they used to be, so I'm grateful for the help with the garden.
My father-in-law has fully recovered and now helps Granny with her daily chores. He told me with a smile that it feels like he's repaying his mother for all she's done.
Righto, I've decided that I want to take better care of myself because I want to stay happy with you forever.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Maybe you can't truly love someone until you learn to love yourself. When you hit a wall or feel stuck, whether you can face forward again can change your life significantly. Love yourself, then love others, so that our hurts can be filled with happiness. From now on, I'll continue to cherish my loved ones and live a life full of happiness.